go, 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 go. Don't stop, go, 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 go. Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey, chapter 143. It is the third day of the week, aka the Psycho Crusher workout. I am feeling pretty good on the way to the gym right now. A little bit on time that I thought I would be going. A little bit later, but it is what it is. Currently on the way to the gym. Hopefully this will go by quickly if things go well. Overall, feeling great. Main subject matter for today, the grind, aka or go, 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 go lifestyle. I wanted to talk about this because of something that happened to me yesterday. I don't think I'll include the footage because this is somebody I was talking to at the gym and I don't know if they wanted me to put that there. But yesterday, while at the gym, I talked to a guy I haven't talked to in a while, and I was just probably went at different times. And that's what he said. He's like, yeah, I work different place now. And then I was like, oh yeah, hey, how are you doing? You know, we caught up a little bit. I used to see him all the time when I used to go at an earlier time. So we caught up for a little while and it was tight. It was chill. It was good. It was a good time because I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? I can give you an update. I finally got a job. You know what I mean? Like things like that. And then he was talking to me and then we were just talking back and forth. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'm moving. And I was like, oh shit, where are you moving to? And he was just like, Wisconsin. And I was like, oh wow, okay. And I was like, why are you moving over there? And then he was like, you know, something about the people here, they're very much go, 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 go oriented. Like even out of work, they're always trying to work on something and they're always doing something. It's like they don't ever stop really to relax. And then he was like, for me, man, after 8 p.m. I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I want to chill out and chill. You know what I mean? And that's what he said to me, right? And I was like, damn, I get it. I 100% understand it. And then I thought, holy shit, this guy described me. I was like, fuck. It felt like such a, like, not necessarily a stab in the stomach, but more so like a, hey, here's your soul for you to look at real quick and let me just throw it back into your face. It was shocking to say the least that, wow, this guy just described just a bunch of how I feel, you know? And sure, I'm not in the working world per se for that long. This will be finishing up my first month. God knows when I'll actually get to editing this, but still, it is something that I'm like, okay, that has happened. This guy, unbeknownst to him, literally just described how I feel and how things are in life, for me at least. And I'm like, wow, is it just that I'm from this area so I'm just used to it? Or is it something that is innate to this area? Is it something that is just a unique thing that only us people from this area have to deal with, or something like that? It all is just, it's a very weird and interesting thing. You know, there's some level of self-reflection that I'm going to have in this video because it's just such a, like, it wasn't a slap in the face in that it was like a disrespectful thing he said. It was more of a slap in the face that, oh my God, he described me very well without even realizing it. And how did I not realize it? And it's funny too, because as soon as we stopped having that conversation and we went our ways, right, our different ways, I opened up my notepad where I have all of my ideas for videos. So I have a list of all the video ideas that I have on here. So I scrolled down, and then as I was going to hit, like, the title was going to be go, 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 the last thing I see is the grind. So I was like, wow, okay. Now obviously there are probably two completely different things, because when I was thinking of the grind, I was thinking of like 9 to 5, something else, sleep. But in theory, that kind of intertwined with the entire, like, go, 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 go mentality that he was talking about. Because he was like, he also mentioned, like, he's like, man, I just want to watch a show, but sometimes I feel like I need to be doing something else while watching the show because I just have to keep going, trying to keep moving up and doing things. And I was like, fuck, he just described it very well. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, that's why that is such a different feeling for this entire thing. So with that being said, though, we'll get into more detail on the inside. All right, so start this day off with tricep pushdowns, which were pretty good. Very, very good. Very much
much enjoyed these. So it's been a while since I did this video. It's been probably over a month, actually. It's probably coming up on a month since I did this, so I've been at the grind for even longer, and I can tell you right now, it seems about right. It seems like I am down for it. It's really weird looking back on this and thinking about that entire conversation I had with this guy and really looking at my life now, because really it is a grind and it doesn't stop really, and it hasn't really stopped. It's only on the weekends and or for holidays that I get like a little bit of a break from it, but even on those days I end up doing so much other shit. It's literally like it doesn't really ever stop, and I have to figure out, I think more so than not, I believe it is a combination of living in near the city is a big deal, but I also think that naturally we were kind of conditioned to have that mentality of always working, because I saw my father always working nonstop, my mom was always working nonstop, so it was always something that kept happening around us. So I feel like it is now us that has to do that now. Now that the folks are a little older, you just try to do the same thing and try to emulate them in a way, but it does kind of suck in that it is hard to turn off, but we'll get to that in a moment. Another thing that I think about it is the nature, like not the nurture part, because we already discussed that, but the nature part of it all, where it is in our nature to want to do things. We want to keep going with things. We want to actually do something, and we want to be relatively productive. Not everybody is productive all the time, and that is something that we'll get to. It's like a sort of mindset that you kind of get yourself into, really, and it's hard to get out of it, but also it is kind of useful in all the ways. It's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, but also good in certain ways because it'll get you farther in life than you think. For me personally, I do enjoy the grind in general, but it is hard sometimes when I'm like, all right, I just want to go relax. Relaxing is a little tougher for me per se. I think of all the places that I know for a fact where I can turn it off, it is literally at the beach, which I'll discuss later a little bit, but that's literally one of the only places I can say I could fully turn the grind off. Like I don't want to do anything, I just want to chill and relax. Now that doesn't mean I can't have pockets or moments of time where I can just turn it off, or where laziness will win, but I think laziness has been something that I haven't been really feeling that much. Even today, I didn't end up going to the gym today, which is actually very surprising, but I didn't go because I had to go do other things that were very pertinent. I actually had to get other things done. It wasn't like I wanted to skip today. It was more so that life was like, hey, you got to do this other stuff, and it's in priority rather than the gym, so do it or else you are gonna face some consequences, so do it. So that's that. Even today, even though it was one day off, it was still a tough day to take off in theory. Even if it's just one day, it's so hard to like get out of the mentality of going. Right now I'm like, I wanted to go so bad, but just time did not allow it, so I decided to take this time to edit instead, because I could do that immediately, so it wasn't like I had to like do anything else for it. So thinking about it all, you can see it in the people around. I feel like in the area, you know, you see a lot of people doing stuff and trying to survive in this area because it is a non-stop thing, really. This isn't necessarily like New York where it's like it never sleeps or whatever, but the people will have like multiple jobs on the weekend, things like that. They don't stop having events or parties or hanging out or doing all those things, and it can be draining if you are not from here or do not know what it's like, really. But for me personally, I think that finding like pockets of when to turn it on and turn it off is the key, and when to shift and focus on something else so then the burnout doesn't happen. I think that's the main thing I've been doing, is just making sure that I don't really burn myself out, whether it be job or gym wise or anything like that. Like even though today it sucked in a sense that I didn't get to go to the gym, I did relieve some stress in that I got some other stuff done that I needed to get done anyway. So I was like, okay, and I gave myself my body a little bit of a break. It wasn't like it needed it, it really didn't, it was fine. But it's not like this is gonna hurt in the long run. It'll probably just save my joints a little bit for a few moments. It is what it is, but I think that it's so difficult to really ascertain why this happens, I guess, around cities. And I guess it's just a thing where for some reason these places just never stop moving. Plus you're working and doing all this other stuff. It is something that I hope that one day I don't necessarily will get rid of, but I can pivot into something else. So then that way I don't feel like I need to be doing something. When I was unemployed, I felt like even though I was doing these videos and whatever, I still needed some other stuff to do. So I was always filling up my time with things to do, whether it be like small projects around the house or something like that, just to feel productive. But it was something now that, at least now with a job, I feel a little bit more like a productive member of society. So the grind is a little bit easier because, you know, there's a paycheck at the end of it. And that really does make a world of a difference. It is tough sometimes to just say, oh, here you go. Here's Monday. You know, it's a little bit tough, but it is what it is. A paycheck is very nice, so it is kind of worth it.
More! And we're back! Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercises not filmed, none. Exercises skipped, also none. Got everything in today, which was actually kind of surprising. I was about to skip Jefferson curls, but then I was like, Oscar, no, there's a spot you can do it over there. Don't be a little bitch. Just do it and get it over with because you're gonna love it. Your body's gonna be like, oh, this is painful in a way, but then also liberating in other ways because you're getting your back stronger. But anyways, overall, great workout. I'm very happy going home a little bit later than I wanted to, but hey, this happens. Time to go home and not chill out, just keep going and doing more shit. And that's the fun part. And that brings us back to the main subject matter at hand, which is the grind. The grind that is the world of today, aka my life right now, which I'm actually very fine with. And I think that at the end of the day, even though this guy really did point out something very obvious about my life to me, which was very weird in general, but he encompassed what I am in a lot of senses in one conversation, which at the end of the day was kind of nice, weirdly refreshing. It was like, wow, you have distilled some of my essence within a few sentences. And it made me look back and reflect and make me think, yeah, I am in that realm of just keep going nonstop. But I think that's just how I grew up and born and seeing all over the place. I saw that from my father a lot, so I have that example. I can't turn it off, and I can understand why people like have a fear of when they retire that's it, that's just kind of it. But I feel like retirement is one of those things where you can take your passion and drive it even more so. But I think that that's the main thing really, is that there are certain people that do this, wake up to grind at a job and then just do other shit after and then just keep going and going, and they burn out. Obviously that happens a lot, and I think that it's not meant for everybody, but also it's also not something that everybody wants to do, which is also an interesting thing. I can turn it off. Really, like I can turn off like the grind and stuff, but the only place I can really turn that off is at the beach. Really, I think that's the only spot that I know like my brain goes like, you're good, homie, and then that's it. There's something relaxing about that place, but that's about it really. But everywhere else I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that, which might be an issue. But honestly, because I've been so unemployed for so long, slash my last job was so lax, that I'm like kind of prepared for this grind right now. I'm mentally focused more than I've ever been, really ready to go and try to give it my all, because now I can actually move on in life. I can actually get stuff going, go to do things that I want to do and not be over reliant on others. I can actually make my own money. That's actual money, not just like bullshit checks here and there. Actual like salary. I'm gonna have my own health insurance soon. Things like that, where before I had to rely on others for such a long time. So it is shitty in the sense that my free time is very minimal, slash I have to like really step ahead and like really figure things out all ahead of time. But I'd rather have that happening now than not happen at all, where I live in this weird limbo where nothing is happening and I'm grinding, but I'm grinding towards an abyss, really. I mean, the YouTube channel is great and I like doing it on the side, but I would only doing that and trying to only bank on that is kind of a little bit of a pipe dream. These videos aren't necessarily high tier, high quality, high editing videos, minus the shorts. Shout out Walter for that one. But even still, it's like I'm ready to do this and I'm ready to go for it, and I'm happy that I'm in the grind. It's not anything that I'm really worried about. Now, talk to me in like 6 years, we'll see how it goes, obviously. Who knows if I'm even still doing this channel? I think I will, but who knows? Who knows if life circumstances get in the way to the point where I can't do this channel anymore. But I do like the idea that it is one of the only things that I really end up doing on my time on the side, because I enjoy doing it a lot, actually. So, and I'm mixing working out, and I love working out. So it's gonna be the two go intertwined, one hand in hand. And like I said, this is like a journal, really. So realistically, even if I stop, I can always pick it back up. But that's a whole other story for a whole other day. Hopefully I don't have to tell that story. But anyways, with that being said, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this. It's a very interesting subject to me personally, because there are some people who are into it, some people who are not into it. But please let me know your thoughts and opinions about it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video. Maybe. Let's see. Let's hope. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care. Keep it heavy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!